During my Monday Night Raw review that I recorded early this morning, I asked you all a question. And I wanted you all to put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, did Monday Night Raw, did it excite you at least a bit for WrestleMania? Being it was the go-home show for WrestleMania from Monday Night Raw. Well, here I am again, and I hate doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway, Mother Flowers. I'm going to ask you, Mother Flowers, the same question again, and I want all of you, as honest human beings that you Mother Flowers are, grab your hand, place it once again on your heart, and ask yourself this question. Did SmackDown Live tonight, the go-home show from, for WrestleMania, from SmackDown Live that is, did they, at the slightest bit, excite you for WrestleMania 34 coming up this Sunday? I'll be honest, for me, no. The show overall, I felt, was an okay show. But the problem, again, this is a go-home show for a pay-per-view. Not just any pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. The biggest pay-per-view of the year for WWE. And what does WWE do? With last night on Raw and tonight with SmackDown Live, they just gave you shows just to get you to WrestleMania. No excitement, no thrill, none of this, oh my God, I cannot wait for Sunday. Just there. F you all. Fuck you all. There you go. Take it for what it's worth, Mother Flowers. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. It's one of the most stacked WrestleManias in a long time. And the build-up for both shows have been pedestrian. Completely pedestrian. Way to go, WWE. Hey, yo, what is up? It's me. It's Steve. Back at it one more time, Mother Flowers. Thank you all for tuning in back into the channel, watching this video. If you're new here, Mother Flowers, hit that subscribe button down below. What are you waiting for, Mother Flower? That's right, you, Mother Flower. Hit that sub button down below. Also, while you're at it, give this video a big old thumbs up, Mother Flower. Hit that thumbs up button. Also, while you're at it as well, share this video throughout your entire social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, wherever you Mother Flowers share videos. Mother Flowers, you can also follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout all these shows, Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, pay-per-views, and above all else with each and every single one of you sick, crazy Mother Flowers. Like I said, SmackDown tonight was alright. It was okay. But it did not excite me for WrestleMania at all. Not one bit. But that's my opinion. That's my honest opinion. And I want to hear from you guys down below in the comment threads. Or if not, on Twitter, at HeelSteven. Give me your thoughts. Are you honestly excited for WrestleMania? Did they honestly excite you a bit for WrestleMania? Yes, granted, you're probably looking forward to a match or two. You're probably looking forward to, AJ Styles Nakamura. You're probably looking forward to Asuka versus, Charlotte. You're probably looking forward to the tag team title match between the Usos, the Bludgeon Brothers, and the New Day. You're probably looking forward to seeing Ronda Rousey step into the ring. You're probably looking forward to the pre-show match or the kickoff match between Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Or maybe, just maybe, you're looking forward to Kenny Omega and Cody from Ring of Honor. Or maybe, just maybe, you're looking forward to TakeOver New Orleans. But the point of the matter is, are you at all, with the build-up for both Raw and SmackDown, are you even excited, at least the slightest bit, for WrestleMania as a whole for the show period? No, you're not. Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me. Don't lie to yourself, Mother Flower. So the show kicked off. By the way, Raw tonight was live in Nashville, Tennessee. Good for them. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett was actually backstage. They filmed a documentary or little mini clips of Jeff Jarrett being in the building. So that's worth a watch if you want. The show kicked off with Daniel Bryan and the returning Shane McMahon. Shane O'Mac is back, and there's been a lot of talk about Shane McMahon having the staph infection, diverticulitis, Would he make it to WrestleMania? They literally ignored that at all. They completely ignored the fact that he had all these problems. And like, nothing ever happened. And pretty much both men apologized for the animosity toward each other over the past months. Brian pretty much said, you were right this whole time, and I was, not listening to you. And apparently they're going to apologize, but Brian said, hey, listen, when two people need to apologize or make up, the only thing that tag teams should do is pretty much hug it out. And everyone was chanting, hug it out, hug it out. Shane was like, I'm going to just give you a handshake. But then Brian was like, hey, no, wait a minute. I shook your hand 2 minutes ago. Backstage. It's time to hug it out. I think people in Nashville want to see a hug. Going back to the Team Hell No days. I thought it was funny for what it was. And both men obviously hugged it out. Talking about their match at WrestleMania. The tag team match between, again, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. The Fire Ones. The Dream Crushers, I want to call them after tonight. To me, that's what they're called now. The Dream Crushers. Versus, again, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. And I said it before, don't say it again. Bryan being back in WWE as an in-ring competitor, especially that his return match is at WrestleMania, listen, that right there puts everything on this show as a backseat. Let's be real about it, okay? But then after this, we had Charlotte Flair versus Natalya again for the umpteenth time. And again, listen, you know what? This match went long for a bit. It went a little long, and I didn't mind it at all. But it's one of those things where, like, hey, listen, yes, they can have good matches all you want. But I've seen this before. It's like Raw last night. Rollins and freaking Finn Balor. Yes, they can have these killer matches every single night. But I've seen them go at it numerous times. This is laziness at its finest. And if you don't see it in that way, then maybe you're watching the wrong show. Maybe this is not for you. And it was a back and forth match, like I said. It went really, really long. Somewhere in this whole thing, Carmella came out teasing the cash like she did a couple weeks ago. And before it can even take place, Charlotte hit the boot on the briefcase. The briefcase went flying out of nowhere, and she took out Carmella. Natalya tried to, get the upper hand like she did a couple weeks ago as well with the roll-up pin, but she didn't do it. She ended up tapping out to the figure 8. A long, grueling match, like I said, and then out came Asuka. They had a stare down. Apparently, no one's ready for Asuka. And then Charlotte grabbed the mic before Asuka could even finish, and she said that is she even ready for Charlotte at WrestleMania? And they had a face-off, a little face-to-face, whatever. But I'll be honest, a match I'm looking forward to. Other than Asuka just saying the same thing every single week. But nonetheless, I think it's a match that, it's worth the watch to see how they're going to see how this will go down. The goddess, or my bad, not the goddess, that's Alexa Bliss. That's Helga versus Big Patty, Alexa Bliss and freaking Nia Jax from Monday Night Raw. But this is, again, the Queen versus the Empress. Again, this is the kind of match that they'll probably do at NXT. If both women were still in NXT. But this could definitely steal WrestleMania weekend as well. But we'll see how that goes. We had the New Day talking about backstage how WrestleMania is free for new subscribers. There's a thing too on this show. They, just like Raw last night, they were so heavy on referencing how WrestleMania is free for new subscribers, as they should be. As they are supposed to do. Hype up WrestleMania from a company standpoint. Yes, hype up these matches, hype up the network, how you should get the network really ASAP because it's free for new subscribers. You're gonna get WrestleMania free, which reality is not a bad deal. Okay? It's one thing, like I said, it's one thing for the company to hype up WrestleMania because they're supposed to. Another thing is you, the fan. It goes back to what I said earlier. You having that hype, that excitement regarding WrestleMania 34. It's two different things. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me in the comment threads, oh, Steve, you're wrong, Steve. You're wrong, Steve. Nah, fuck you. F you, mother flower. I'm just saying, okay? But after this, they get interrupted by the Usos, and out came the Bludgeon Brothers because they were talking about who's going to win the match. and the Bludgeon the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, crushed the camera with their Thor hammer. This needs to be, I'm sorry, listen, I think they're going to go out there, tear the house down for the SmackDown side until Styles Nakamura have their match before that. But if this match is not a ladder match, then honestly, it's going to be, in my honest opinion. We then had Rusev versus Jinder Mahal or Jinder Apu or Jinder Mahal. Bobby Roode sitting on commentary for this match. Aiden English had some bars for Sunil Singh, which I thought was funny. He also had on the microphone little Rusev Day covering the mic. They're really, really hyping up this Rusev Day thing, and it's the most over thing right now. The match was just there, to be honest here. I think these two guys, in a different time period, I believe, would have good chemistry. But the fact that they're both being portrayed as heels, it's just, you know what I mean? Bobby on commentary talking about how it's his first WrestleMania, it's a glorious WrestleMania, and all that. He's been in the business for 20 years, and it's just the biggest match of his career, essentially. And it's cool to hear that, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you've been around for 20 years. Damn, you're old as hell. Damn, you're old as hell, bruh. The match ends with Rusev hitting the Moshka kick on Jinder Mahal for the 1-2-3. And after this, Randy Orton, who's watching the whole thing from a monitor backstage, from a weird angle, by the way, ends up hitting the RKO on Rusev. And Bobby, apparently, I think it was Aiden English who was on the middle rope, ready to attack Randy Orton, but Bobby Roode got up on the apron, pushed Aiden English, and then hit the RKO out of nowhere from Randy Orton. There's a stare down from Orton and Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode hands over the U.S. title to Randy Orton, and there you go with that. Again, hyping up the U.S. title match. Listen, if Randy Orton was not in this U.S. title match, this match would literally be on the kickoff show. Completely, this would be on the kickoff show. That being said, and I know I'm going to say this again in my prediction video, but Rusev has to win this match. Rusev has to come out of WrestleMania 34 as the new U.S. champion. It will be a complete catastrophe, a complete shame. Rusev right now, the biggest act, the most over thing right now on SmackDown Live, and I guess WWE for a whole as well, right? But this Rusev Day thing. Can you know for a fact, in New Orleans, 8,000 people in the Superdome are going to lose their shit chanting Rusev Day. And Mother Flower, I'm telling you right now, if you have Rusev Lou, Mother Flower, it's gonna be a complete shame. It'll be a way to go, WWE. Way to go, bruh. Way to go. We had Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Mojo Rawley, and Primo versus Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Ty Dillinger, and Zack Ryder in a multi-person tag team match. In other words, let's get these fuckers on a show to hype up the kickoff battle royal. That's literally what this was. Of course, you cannot have a multi-person match, multi-person tag team match, right? Hyping up a battle royal without people throwing each other over the top rope. All said and done, though, it was Baron Corbin hitting the end of days on Fandango for the 1-2-3, and then he goes to the trophy doing two-time. It'll be a two-time coming Sunday, but it is what it is. Okay. We then had before the main event, because the main event was period, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. So literally, the World Greatest Tag Team 2.0 got the main event spot of SmackDown Live. Good for y'all, Mother Flowers, yo. Good for y'all. Seriously. But before the match even took place, we had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who entered the arena and stood on the announce desk. They ran down Daniel Bryan, talking about how, they want to apologize to Brie Bella and to, obviously, Bryan and Brie's daughter, because after WrestleMania, they're going to leave Bryan a different man. They're going to crush his dreams, and how Kevin Owens just ran down Shane McMahon as well, promised that they're going to win at WrestleMania, and they're going to send Shane back to the Titan Tower with his father, who has a scar in his head from the headbutt that Kevin Owens gave him. And they kept talking and talking and talking. Here's the thing too, right? For Kevin Owens' part as well, if you're fired, right? If you're fired, why the fuck are you still repping your merch? it's not like it's selling like a god church. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's that small detail. Just a small detail of things. Okay, it's not like It's not like if I were to work at Burger King and I want to protest Burger King, for example, and I'm going to go in there with my Burger King hat. You get what I mean? It'd be so stupid. But nonetheless, they ended up getting their mics cut off. Security tried to literally apprehend them, but they ran up the steps of the arena. McMahon and Bryan came out. They wanted the cameras to be focused on them. They wanted everyone to grab their smartphones and put the camera on them, because after WrestleMania, or literally this will be the final time we will see Owens and Zayn on SmackDown Live or in the WWE period. And Shane McMahon started singing the "Nah Nah Nah, Hey Hey Goodbye" song. Everyone started singing as well. And again, they're hyping up this match. I think honestly, this match has been better, had been hyped up or built up way better from all the SmackDown matches, period. And that's a shame, because again, is Bryan coming back? But at the same time, it's just a regular tag team match. But it's been built out of all the matches from SmackDown Live for WrestleMania. This has been, I think, the best match built for WrestleMania. The build-up for this has been better than any other thing on the show coming up for WrestleMania, my honest opinion. Okay? I'll be honest, a part of me believes that Daniel Bryan will turn on Shane McMahon here. That's what I see happening, or if not, Shane eats the pin. Either way, Shane's eating the pin, period, okay? We then get the main event. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles versus Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin. Before the match even took place, they had interviews by both AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura talking about their match at WrestleMania. And for what it was there. Okay, how Shinsuke is taking this serious. He come to America to again be on the biggest stage of them all, being WrestleMania, and how AJ at the same time he has a lot of emotions right now, as rightfully so. But it was there. The match for what it was, it was an okay tag team match. Your typical standard tag team match that you would get on any other episode of SmackDown Live. Shinsuke took a beating here by Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. They played a video of last week on SmackDown Live, which I didn't see. By the way, thank you to Big Mike once again for taking over the channel last week for the SmackDown Live review. If you have not checked him out, go check him out. Go sub to the channel. We saw Shinsuke, trying to hit the Kinshasa on AJ, but stopped midway and tapped him on the head. Eventually, Shinsuke made the tag to AJ, and AJ just had his way with Chad Gable. Literally, Chad Gable was a fucking punching bag. Literally a fucking punching bag here. And then he goes to Shinsuke Nakamura, catapult himself, springboard himself, if you will, for the phenomenal forearm in front of Nakamura to Chad Gable for the 1, 2, 3. And that's what he's showing here. Hey, listen, I'm doing this on my own. I don't need your help. I'm very game for WrestleMania, if you will. And then he's getting out of the match is over, right? And AJ's leaving the ring, wants his belt. He's walking, and then Shelton Benjamin goes into attack Nakamura. But Nakamura eventually here, he finds a way to get at Benjamin, retaliate, if you will, and it looks like AJ was gonna go for the phenomenal forearm on Shinsuke Nakamura, and he does almost, but he doesn't land it. He did the same thing that Shinsuke did last week with the Kinshasa. He stopped midway, and then he tapped Nakamura on the head. And Nakamura goes all mad and angry. He was triggered, if you will. Like, this shit just fucking triggered him. And Mother Flower, that's how we ended up SmackDown Live. Again, this was SmackDown's go-home show to WrestleMania. Whoop-de-doo, Mother Flowers. Again, the show was aight. Nothing crazy. But they did not do what they were supposed to do regarding WrestleMania. That is excite me. That is hype me up. Make me look forward to Sunday. I'm sorry. They didn't do that. And if you're going to tell me that they did, I'm sorry. Whatever you're smoking, please let me borrow some, bro. Or give me the number to your Connect Seriously, because for WrestleMania, I'm going to need a shitload of weed to sit through 7 hours of WrestleMania. I'm telling you right now, the flowers. But, again, that's my take overall. I want to hear from you. That's right, Mother Flower. I want to hear from you. Your thoughts down below in the comment threads on SmackDown Live tonight. If you liked it, if you hated it, are you honestly, did these shows, Raw and SmackDown, did they honestly, by the slightest bit, excite you for WrestleMania? And be real about it. Be real about it. Or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. Like I said early in the day with my Raw review, this week alone, WrestleMania week, there's a shitload of content being dropped on this channel. So make sure you're subbed to this channel with the bell icon. Be notified when I upload a video, when I'm going live. I have literally tomorrow NXT review, have a prediction for TakeOver New Orleans, prediction for WrestleMania. Hell, I'm even fucking predicting Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor 12 with Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. And I'm also going to be uploading tomorrow my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling Sakura Genesis 2018. Like I said, the crazy matches from that show between Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. My thoughts on Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr., how Zack Sabre Jr. is on a whole different level, and how we're going to be getting, again, Tanahashi Okada at Dontaku. Just so much shit to just all these videos I got to get through. But again, if you're new to this channel, hit that sub button, hit that bell icon, give it a big old thumbs up, follow me on Twitter, Mother Flowers. Thank you all for watching. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Mother Flowers, it's me, it's Steve, and it's wrestling and whatever. Peace out, Mother Flowers.